It was a scene almost unimaginable today. Inmates setting fires, even taking guards as hostages during a huge prison riot.
That was what it looked like back in 1985 at the Tennessee State Prison here in Nashville. But attorneys say not all the inmates were causing trouble back then, including one prisoner who attorneys say actually rescued a hostage prison guard.
That inmate is now on death row, facing execution next month. News Channel 5's Jason Lamb talked to his attorney, who says the inmate deserves to be spared.
And this is one of those cases where clemency should be granted.
As a former U.S. District Court judge in Nashville, Kevin Sharp saw dozens of cases come across his bench. But in the case of Nichols Sutton, the next death row inmate scheduled for execution in Tennessee, Sharp says the condemned man deserves to live.
If you want revenge, that's what you're going to want, and there's nothing that I can say. But if instead what you're wanting is justice, then I think what I would say to that is, let's look at who he has become.
Sharp is the lead attorney behind Sutton's clemency campaign. Today, he asked Governor Lee to commute Sutton's sentence to life in prison without parole.
But he makes the prison a safer place and a more humane place for those around him, which in turn makes it safer for the guards.
The clemency application says Sutton has saved the lives of 2 prison inmates and 3 prison guards over his time behind bars.
Armed with prison-made knives, 5 guards were taken hostage.
Sharp says Sutton saved one guard who was being held hostage during this huge riot at the Tennessee State Prison in 1985. Veteran News Channel 5 reporter Larry Brinton set the scene in his original report.
With inmates apparently running rampant inside the walls, firemen entered with police escorts to fight the assortment of fires set by rioting inmates.
Sharp says Sutton confronted the inmates taking guards as hostages and escorted one to safety. But it was Sutton's crimes that got him into prison in the first place. He killed 4 people. The first 3, including his own grandmother, didn't get him the death penalty. That came when he killed an inmate at a penitentiary in Morgan County. Sharp says Sutton is now a changed man.
Having committed these crimes as such a young man, all in a short period of time, and then really becoming someone very different and saving the lives of prison guards.
Something Governor Lee will now have the opportunity to consider in the coming month. Jason Lamb, News Channel 5.
Thank you, Jason. Sutton is scheduled to be executed February 20th. It's important to note Governor Lee did not change the sentences of any of the 3 death row inmates that have been executed since he became governor.